Hello, I'm Philip Duncan from Weather Watch TV on YouTube with your Christmas Day and Boxing Day forecast for the South Pacific. This is your 7-day outlook around the Pacific, and it's our last one for 2023. We resume them again later in January. The viewership of the Pacific Island updates fairly low most weeks unless there's a tropical cyclone. So we won't be doing any updates unless there is some kind of big tropical threat. For now, there isn't, which is some good news. Here is the situation. This was at Tuesday morning, Fiji time, Monday morning, if you're out here to the east. Mostly settled. That easterly wind, though, fairly brisk, coming all the way from South America, straight over the top of Tonga, Fiji, Niue, and then over Vanuatu and New Caledonia. Then it moves into Australia, drops down a level, comes out around Perth, and heads off over the Indian Ocean. So that easterly flow is a very big one. South of it is high pressure, north of it is low pressure. So up here around Kiribati and over towards the Solomons, that's where we're seeing a lot of low pressure and most of the rain for the next week ahead. So this is how we look at the end of Tuesday. And of course, this is the end of Monday if you're out in American Samoa, the Cook Islands, or Tahiti. But you see that line, that's the line of the heavy rain and showers. If you head further down towards Fiji, not so bad, and around Samoa as well. Few showers in here, but most of the thundery stuff is actually down towards New Caledonia, heading towards Niue tonight. And the good news is it's going to head off towards Norfolk Island, who need it really the most. We had an update or a couple of comments from Norfolk Island over the last few weeks saying how dry it's become there. A lot of high pressure has been parked in the Tasman Sea, but that easterly flow drops the tropics down a wee bit for you, bringing you some rain relief in Norfolk Island on Wednesday. Now, of course, over here on it's Tuesday for Tahiti and the Cook Islands. Mostly dry for you if you're south of that red line. Tropical to the north of it. So Tahiti is certainly wet and humid, and it's a lot drier and slightly cooler around the Cook Islands with that southeasterly flow coming around big high pressure down around the New Zealand area. So it's a slightly more refreshing airflow for you, and that carries on in that easterly. So as we move through the week, there isn't a great deal of change. More rain for Norfolk Island. That'll be very good news for you. We see that thundery weather around New Caledonia. The red line dropping down towards Tonga, so more humidity coming down there. And the rain, which was up around Kiribati, now coming down into Samoa. So you get wet weather for you, whether it's Thursday in Samoa or Wednesday in American Samoa. And over towards Tahiti, thunderstorm risk at its highest for you on Thursday. So as we move through the week, end of the week, still got some thunderstorms around Tahiti, some low pressure in here, low pressure actually all the way out in this zone, all the way to about the Solomon Islands. So we see a line of thunderstorms just here, east mostly of Samoa. And if you're south of the red line, again, you're still in that sort of east to southeast wind, not quite as humid, not quite as thundery for you. So this weekend, a few more showers popping up around Tonga. Another lot of showers basically in a line here, Vanuatu, Niue, down to Burnt Pine in Norfolk Island. And we've got that low pressure belt from Samoa dropping down, getting into the Rarotonga area, not quite so much, and Tahiti still getting caught up in plenty of showers. And that does change a little bit here, Tahiti further to the east, on the Sunday update, which of course is Saturday for you. I know it's confusing. But Sunday, all the times are Fiji time. So here on Sunday in Fiji, not looking too bad, just a few showers, certainly humid and showery weather over here in Tonga and Niue. So let's get into Christmas Day for the left-hand side of the screen, Christmas Eve for the right-hand side. So you can certainly see low pressure up here to the north, but actually not looking too bad elsewhere. Are showers around Tonga and Fiji. Most places aren't looking too bad. And even around Samoa, those showers, a lot of them are offshore. So hopefully you got a fairly dry Christmas Day. Now, eastwards, you've still got those thunderstorms all the way to Tahiti. But if you're in the Cook Islands, Christmas Eve is looking pretty good. So let's go to Boxing Day. Christmas Day out to the east here. So a few showers continue around Tahiti. Tahiti looks like one of the wettest places of the week, along with Samoa. But as you take a look at the Cook Islands, fairly dry here for you on your Christmas Day. And over here where it is Boxing Day in Tonga and Fiji and Vanuatu and New Caledonia, mostly dry. Might be a few afternoon showers that pop up, especially in Fiji here on the Suva side. Otherwise, it's not looking too bad and drying out for Norfolk Island. Let's have a look at the 7-day animation now showing the Northern Hemisphere. If you're heading off to Hawaii, if you're lucky to spend Christmas there, showers and easterly winds. In fact, quite a lot of easterly winds blowing through the Honolulu, Hawaii area, and stormy stuff up here. I don't think many people are heading off to the Aleutian Islands, but if you are, or going off to Alaska or the Pacific Northwest, classic wet time of year. And it's getting more wintry if you're heading off to Japan. A lot of airflows coming out of the rest of Asia. So around China and Korea, you're getting those colder airflows. So there'll be certainly plenty of snow falling on the mountains of Japan. Let's make sense of all of that with the last map here, the 7-day rainfall map. This to me is the easiest way to lock in that heavy rain, which is mostly in the dark red, purple, and dark blue zone. So pale blue with yellow and green around it, that's the light stuff at the bottom of the scale. So it's quite easy to see these two big lines of tropical moisture here up in the Northern Hemisphere, south of Hawaii, and down here in the Southern Hemisphere, we saw that area of low pressure from Kiribati to Samoa, and then all the way out to Tahiti, and staying north of the Cooks. So high pressure down here keeps things mostly dry, but that wet line comes down, and so Tahiti to Samoa look to be the wettest of the next 7 days ahead, and that burst of rain coming in for Norfolk Island will also be quite welcome. So that is all from me for this year for our Pacific Islands update. We'll be back again in about 1 month, which I know sounds like a long time away, but to be honest with you, if this is the forecast, there's not a lot to talk about. So if there are any major tropical cyclones that are going to impact land, we may well do a special update over summer. So keep in touch with our YouTube page, Weather Watch TV, and thank you for your support this year. We've really appreciated it. It's been great to create these new videos, and we look forward to making more of them next year. But for today, that is all from me. Have a great Christmas wherever you are across the South Pacific. And if you are in New Zealand and Australia, we've got more video updates coming in on Wednesday for you.